What the Bible say about remarriage? What the Bible say about remarriage? Is it biblical or is it carnal? What the Bible say about remarriage? 10 verses to help and to heal your decision of staying single until death of the other party. What the Bible say about remarriage. Hey, glory to God. The Bible says, whoso put away his wife and married another commit adultery, and whosoever marry her that is put away from her husband commit adultery. Hey, come on. Number two, when God puts you together, not Facebook or friends. In Matthew the 19:9, it say, whosoever then are no more twain, but one flesh. What God therefore have joined together, let no man put asunder. Also, long as he liveth, you are married. In 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 9, 1 Corinthians 7, chapter verse 9 say, the wife is bound by the law as long as her husband liveth. But if her husband is dead, she is at liberty to marry to whom she will, only in the Lord, only Christian. So that's 1 Corinthians 7, verses 39. Now, the last test that Jesus Christ passed in Mark, the 10th chapter, verse 2 through 12. And the Pharisees came to him and asked him, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife, tempting him? And he answered and said unto them, what did Moses command you? And they said, Moses suffered to write a bill of divorcement and to put her away. And Jesus answered and said unto them, for the hardness of your heart he wrote you this precept. But from the beginning of creation, God made them male and female. For this cause shall a man leave his father and his mother and cleave to his wife, and the twain shall be one flesh. Then they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore God hath joined together, let no man put asunder. And the house of disciples asked him again the same matter, and he said unto them, whosoever shall put away his wife and marry another commit adultery against her. And if a woman put away her husband and be married to another, she commit adultery. Why are you called adulterer and adulteress? In Matthew 9, chapter verse 9, I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, commit adultery. And whosoever marry her which is put away doth commit adultery. Now, sixth reason, these are the ground for divorcement and remarried. In Matthew, in Matthew the 5th chapter, verse 31 and 32, it have been said, whosoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing of divorcement. But I say unto you that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of infidelity, fornication, cause her to commit adultery. And whosoever shall marry her that is divorced, commit adultery. Also, the seventh thing is, then when the bill of divorcement was given in Deuteronomy 24th chapter, verse 1 and 4, when a man have take a wife and marry her, it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes. They found excuses because he have found some uncleanness in her. Then let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it to her hand, and send her out of the house. And when she is departed of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. And if the latter husband hate her, and write her a bill of divorcement and give it to her hand, and send her out of his house, or if the latter husband die, which took her to be his wife, her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife. After this, that she is defiled, for that is abomination before the Lord. And thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which the Lord thy God give thee for an inheritance. Now this is the last part, my friend. That's if a husband put away his wife and the husband died, then the first husband cannot go back to the wife that he put away. If this is so, it is abomination to the Lord. The fifth thing, why God hate divorce. When I say God hate divorce, in Malachi 2:16, and they read, for the Lord, the God of Israel, said that he hate putting away. For one covered violence with his garment, said the Lord of hosts. Therefore take heed to your spirit, that he dealt not treacherously. God hate divorce. Ninth thing, this is the trouble of being married. What? There's trouble in being married. Art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loose. Art thou loose from a wife? Seek not a wife. But if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. If a virgin marry, she have not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. Tenth thing, Paul give advice to the separated from her husband. In 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter, verse 10 through 16, it say, unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord. Let not the wife depart from her husband, but if she depart, let her remain unmarried, or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife. But to the rest I speak, I, not the Lord. If any man have a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away. Now Paul said it. And the woman have a husband that believe not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her leave him. 14. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by her husband. Else were your children unclean, but now they are holy. But if the unbelieving depart, let him depart. A brother or sister is not under bondage in such case, but God hath called us to peace. For what knowest thou, O wife, whether thou shalt save thy husband, or how wouldest thou, O man, whether thou shalt save thy wife? Stop listening to people and listen to God. 11th reason, Paul say, while we are called, those people who break the marriage, divorcement. In Romans 7, chapter verse 3, so then if, while her husband liveth, she is married to another, she shall be called an adulteress. But if your husband be dead, she is free from the law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man. Now, 12th reason, if the unsaved want to leave, let them leave. In 1 Corinthians 7:12 say, but if the unbelieving depart, let him depart. A brother or a sister is not under bondage in such case, but God call us to peace. Now, 13, last one. Why take back someone who broke the bound of marriage? It is hateful in the eyes of God. Now, I'm saying this by saying that if your husband divorced you, and then you went to the second husband and he died, and you want to go back to your first husband, the Bible says it's abomination. Deuteronomy 24, verse 4 say, her former husband would send her away, may not take her again to be his wife, after that she is defiled, for that is abomination before the Lord. And thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which the Lord thy God giveth thee for the inheritance. I said this verse twice because I want you to understand that stop taking back people that decided don't want you no more. Hey, glory to God. So this is, glory to God, what the Bible say about remarriage. Don't forget to subscribe to my video and give me a thumbs up. May God bless you, keep you. May God smile his face upon you and be righteous before God. God bless. And don't forget to subscribe to my video. Peace in the midst of a storm.